It's Sunday night in our lacrosse world. ABC2 Sports about to raise our sticks for our 14th year of local college lacrosse right here. And we open up the season this Saturday at noon when Johns Hopkins travels to Towson. Blue Jays coach Dave Petramala and Tigers coach Tony Seaman are with us here tonight. Coach, 11 years. Every year on the JHU banner, you got to play in May, last weekend in May. How are you going to get there this year?
Well, we're a young team, so we're going to have to practice well. It's been a bone of contention from a year ago, so one of the focal points for us has been to practice better. And with a young group, you walk that very fine line between teaching a lot and actually playing a lot. So it's an enthusiastic group. It's been a great group to be around. But for us, it's the day-to-day operations. It's our performance daily that'll get us where we want to be in May.
You've coached 2 championship teams. You know what it takes to get there. What do you instill in the guys?
Well, again, it's a great group, so the enthusiasm's there. I think what we need to do is we need to be better in pressure situations. We need to be better at the fundamentals of the game. And a year ago, it was defense, face-offs, and ground balls. Well, face-offs are possessions, ground balls are possessions, so when you break it down that way, I think we have to be much improved in the fundamental areas.
Hall of Fame coach, here he is. Congratulations, Coach Tony Seaman. 30 years doing it. Man, can you believe it? 30 years. You even had this guy on your staff at one time.
He played for me and he coached with me. Yep.
What'd you teach him?
God, there wasn't a lot to teach him. He's one of the best at both.
The best.
Probably the best defenseman I have ever seen.
All right, you want to get off to a fast start this year, don't you?
I just want to win a couple games in the month of February and March. That would be terrific. That would be a ticket to the playoffs.
Now, you're young, too, coming out of the box, right?
Well, you know what? I don't think we're young, but we're inexperienced. I lost a couple seniors that scored a lot of goals for us last year, and we really have to find some juniors and sophomores who haven't played a lot and get them in our lineup, and we've got a couple freshmen that are pretty skilled.
We were just talking, a February start. You guys for that, or would you like to move it back a little bit?
Love to see it move back.
How about you?
I would love to see it move back. It appears that our spring sports become a winter sport.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me about your team. Drop some names, some of the names that we're going to be seeing.
Well, when you think about us, there's not a lot of seniors, but 2 that come to mind is Kyle Wharton and Chris Bolin. They're both in the offensive end. They're both captains, so they both play at the attack, and we're going to rely heavily on those guys. Both are going to help us with their tremendous experience. Bolin comes off a knee injury where he missed last year, so it's great to have our smartest lacrosse player back. Defensively, we'll be young. A pair of sophomores, Durkin and Leitner, and into midfield, another pair of sophomores is Ranigan and Greeley. Those are a few key names for us. And
Coach, I hate to bring it up, you haven't beaten Hopkins in 15 years.
So we decided to move it early instead of late.
That's it. We can play this tomorrow. Drop some names for you.
Travis Love is a returning goalie. Had a really strong year for us last year, so we're happy about that. Our captain, Mark Ingerman, is a strong defenseman, good, solid player. He's not going to take the ball away from anybody, but he can get the job done on usually the number 1 guy for the other team. Timmy Stratton's been a starter at attack for us for 3 years and captain. So those guys, I think, are the hub.
All right, throughout the season, we're going to have on Sunday night here a little preview of what the game is going to be about, but I'd like to bring you both back in, talk about what you look for in a lacrosse player. I know you have 2, Barb and Greg, of course, played big-time lacrosse. You got your twins ready. They got sticks in their hands already. We'd like to know how you form a lacrosse player here in Baltimore. That's pretty good. Thanks, Tony Seaman. Thanks, Dave Petramala. You've been watching ABC2 Sports. Get ready for lacrosse again. Towson hosting the Johns Hopkins University. And we'll have it on the air noon on Saturday with Scott Garceau at the mic.